Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called Some Girls Do by Sawyer. And it starts with a really cool intro lick where you can kind of play 3rd fret on the D string and kind of do a slide to 4th fret. And then we're going to play 2nd fret on the G string twice. And then we're going to go back to 4 on the D, and then G string twice, and then 4 on the D, and then G string twice. And then we're going to go 1st fret on the B, and then open B. And then kind of go back to that 3/4 slide on the D string, and then 2nd on the G twice, and then 4 on the D, and then we go to 2nd on the G string and kind of do a hammer on to 4th fret, and then go back to 2nd fret on the G, and then we go 4 on the D, 2 on the D, and then open D, and then go back to 2nd on the D and kind of do a hammer on from the 2 to 4. So I'm kind of playing that 2nd fret note and kind of hammering on with my 3rd finger, putting it out enough pressure to get it to kind of go on. So all together, you got 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 1, 0, 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4, hammer on 2, 4, 2, 0, 2, 4, and then we repeat all that. So we got 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 2, 1, 0, 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4, hammer on 2, 4, 2, 0, 2, 4, and then there's kind of a little tag to that where you kind of play 4th on the D and kind of do a pull off. So I'm kind of putting my finger and just kind of like letting it fall to the floor to carry the sound, and then doing the same thing with the 1st finger, kind of from 2nd fret to the open. So it's kind of a 4, 2, 0 kind of double pull off. So I'm going to pull off from 4 to 2, pull off to open. So 4, 2, 0. But the chord that kind of backs up that whole intro part though is a D major chord. And the way you play D major, 1st finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger goes to the high E on the 2nd fret, and 3rd finger goes to the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you kind of strum just the D, G, B, D, kind of the skinny 4 strings, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really happy. And a lot of times with the song like this, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the D and just tried that a lot. We'd have down, down, up, down, D, 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 down, down, up, down, up. And then from there we'd be going into our verse part, and our verse starts on an A major. And the way you play A major, 1st finger is going to go to the D string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger is going to go to the G string on the 2nd fret, and 3rd finger goes to the B string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like A major chord, and it sounds really happy. So it's kind of like a big party on the 2nd fret. And then from the A major, we're going to be going to a G major chord. And the way you play G major, 1st finger is going to go to the A string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and 3rd finger on the high E string or skinny E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like G major, and it sounds really happy. And then we're basically kind of repeating that, or going back to the D major for our verses, and another D major, and then we're kind of taking those chords and kind of mixing it with our strum pattern. So we tried our verse with our strum pattern. We have the A with the down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, A, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, up, down, D, down, 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 and then we're basically going into our chorus part, which kind of mixes up between the G and the A, and at the very end we kind of end up with kind of a really quick GA where we really only had enough time to kind of do a down, down, up on each of those chords. So we tried our chorus with our strum pattern. We'd have G with down, down, up, down, up, A, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, up, A, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, up, A, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, A, down, down, up, and then we kind of end back on the D major, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, B, down, down, up, down, up. And we'll basically be repeating a lot of those parts. Now something else I would think about adding to the song though is bass notes, and a lot of times on the very first down of the down, down, up, down, you could throw in a bass note for the chord to kind of simulate playing with a bass player. So on the D chord, you could do the D string for your bass, and then kind of keep your down, up, down, up. D with the D bass, down, up, down, B with the D bass, down, up, up, down, do the D bass, down, up, down. And then we get to the A major, you'd have the A string for your bass. A bass, down, up, down, A with an A bass, down, up, down, A with an A bass, down, up, down. And then on the G chord, you'd have the low E string for your bass. So G with low E bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, up. So we try that next verse kind of with our bass idea. We'd have A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, B with a D bass, down, down, B with a D bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, B with a D bass, down, down, B with a D bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, B with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, B with a D bass, down, down, B with a D bass, down, down, up. And then we kind of tried that next chorus with that idea. The weird part is where we have the G-A, but we kind of got enough time to kind of do a bass down up on each of those chords. So we tried our chorus with our bass idea. We'd have G with low E bass, down, up, down, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, A with an A bass, down, D with a D bass, down, down, D with a D bass, down, down, up. And then from there we'd be going into a solo part, which is very much like our verse part, and kind of coming in on the last part of it actually. So we tried our bass idea through that solo part. We'd have the A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, D with a D bass, down, down, B with a D bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, D with a D bass, down, down, B with a D bass, down, down, and then the words would come back in on the A with the A bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, G with low E bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, B with a D bass, down, down, D with a D bass, down, down, up. Well, there's some really cool lead guitar licks through that part, and if you wanted to kind of try those, you could start on 12th fret on the B string, and then we go high E on the 9, and then we do 9th fret to 10th fret as kind of a hammer on. So I'm kind of playing my first finger, kind of hammering on from 9th to 10th fret on the high E, and then we play 10 again on the high E, and then 9th on the high E, and then 12 on the B, and then 10th on the B string, and then G string on the 12, and then we go to 10th fret on the B string and kind of do a hammer on the 12th fret, and then we do that again, and then we go back to 10 on the B, and then 12 on the G, 11 on the G, and then we do an 11 to 12 hammer on the G string, and then back to 11 on the G, and then 9 on the G, and then 12 on the D, and then we go back to 9 on the G, and then we go to 11 on the G and kind of do a hammer on back to 12, and then go back to 11 on the G string. So all together you got 12, 9, 9, 12, 10, 9, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 11, 11, 12, 11, 9, 12, 9, 11, 12, 11. And then we almost kind of start that over again where we go 12th fret on the high, or on the B string, 9th fret on the high E string, 9 to 10th fret hammer on again, and then another 10, and then back to 9, and then 12 on the B, 10 on the B, and then 12 on the G, and then we still got our 10 to 12 hammer-ons, and then 10, 12, 11, but then there's this cool little tag lick where you play 10th fret on the high E string, and then we're going to take 9th fret on the G string and kind of do a slide to 11th fret, and then play 10 on the high E again, and then we play 11 on the G and kind of just slide to 12, and then 12th fret on the high E string, and then we take 12 on the G and kind of slide it to 14th fret, and then play 14 on the high E, and then we do that a couple more times, kind of that G, E. So on that tag lick, you got the 10, 9, 11, 10, 11, 12, 12, 12, 14, 14, 14, 14. So all together, you got 12, 9, 9, 12, 10, 9, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 11, 11, 12, 11, 9, 12, 9, 11, 12, 11, 12, 9, 9, 12, or 10, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12, 11, 10, 9, 11, 10, 11, 12, 12, 12, 14, 14, 14, 14. And then from the solo part, kind of our verses kind of come in right after that on the A, A, G, G, A, G, D, D. And then we go into a double chorus at the very end. So we tried that with our bass notes. We'd have G with low E bass, down, up, down, up, A with an A bass, down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up, down, up, A with an A bass, down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up, down, up, A with an A bass, down, up, down, G with low E bass, down, up, A with an A bass, down, D with a D bass, down, down, D with a D bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, up, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, up, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, up, A with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, up, A with an A bass, down, and then we kind of go into our outro part. On our outro, we're kind of mixing up the D and A, and then we kind of end up back on our intro lick. So on the outro, you got the D with the D bass, down, down, up, A with an A bass, down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, up, A with an A bass, down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, up, A with an A bass, down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, up, A with an A bass, down, down, D with the D 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 bass, down, down, up, and then on the very last D, you may want to try going down, 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 and kind of killing the strings with the right hand so people know to clap. So you have down, 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 kind of on that last D chord. But that's the basics of how you can strum through and play the lead guitar parts to Some Girls Do by Sawyer Brown. So good luck!